Hi, I'm Mark Toole with 8020service.com. Today's customer service video question of the day comes from Quora. The question is, what are ways complaints can lead to better customer retention? It's an interesting question. It's something people don't usually think about, but it's something that's worth answering. One guy just said, this is an opportunity for changes. Okay, that's sort of the obvious answer. If somebody complains about a thing that's wrong with your business, you fix the thing, and that leads to better customer, that leads to better customer satisfaction, but maybe that, generally speaking, leads to customer retention as well. Satisfied customers stick around. That one's obvious. We're not going to spend any time discussing that. We've got another guy who answered this question on Quora, though, who... his answer is good. His answer is interesting, but he makes a common mistake that a lot of people make in this realm. And if you took this to its logical conclusion, you'd end up doing things entirely wrong. This guy basically says that he worked with a large company. They would send out these customer satisfaction surveys. How satisfied are you? Really unsatisfied, kind of unsatisfied, medium satisfied, really satisfied, something like that. And he noticed that when people would buy the thing from the company, they got it, they received it, they used it, they benefited from it. They didn't have any problems. They didn't have any questions. They didn't need to contact customer service and say, I can't log in or have any other issues with it. They rated it as good. Not great, but good. But he noticed that when people had a problem, when they had a complaint, when they had an issue, when they had something like that, and they contacted the company, and this company apparently provides good customer support when people have problems, so these people, he noticed, then filled out the survey and said they were very satisfied with it because, well, we'll talk about why that is. But his conclusion from this is that customers have a higher satisfaction when there are problems with your product or service that you then fix than when there are no problems. Logically, this makes no sense. Where's the failing in this? Where's the mistake? Where's the logical leap that people are missing? The fact that a customer satisfaction survey, the numbers that come off of that, the results that it delivers, are not actually customer satisfaction. They're an artificial measurement that you've created to somehow measure customer satisfaction, but they are not, in fact, customer satisfaction. So the logical conclusion, if you thought this was correct, was you could make your customers more satisfied and they're therefore, if you assume this, more likely to be retained by intentionally causing problems for them, intentionally having things not work correctly, forcing them to contact your customer service department, and then doing a really good job of handling their complaints in customer service. There are businesses who seem to operate this way, but logically it doesn't make any sense. So, not really the best method that I can think of here. Now, another part of that is going to, of course, be human psychology. If you have expectations, if you buy something, you have expectations of the thing. You expect it to be what you expected or better. You expect it to be delivered to you. If it's an online service or a physical item, you expect to get it when you're supposed to get it. You expect everything to work correctly. You have all these various expectations. And if you expect these things and you don't get any of them, they don't send you any, you don't get the product at all, you just get an email that says, haha, we stole your money, fuck you, and a picture of your grandma naked, you're not going to be very satisfied. You were expecting this, you got this thing that's way worse. But if you were expecting everything to work correctly and you got what you expected, you're going to think in your mind, mediocre outcome. I got what I was expecting. I'm not going to say this is amazing or incredible or exceptional or anything like that. It's what I was expecting. But let's combine those two now. Maybe not to that extreme, but you expect this, you get something less, you contact the business, and then they take you from, then you're starting off in the negative. So they take you from this, ooh, I wanted this and I'm not getting it, they take you to what you expected, or maybe a little ahead of what you expected, depending on the customer service expertise of this company. And now you're feeling like you've got a net positive, when in reality, you're in the same place you would have been anyways. You're in the same place as that guy who says, mediocre, I got what I expected. It has to do with human psychology and the perceived distance, perceived whatever you want to call it. You get the point. That's part of it there. I still think, and I'm going to make the argument, that the customer, regardless of what he says on a customer satisfaction survey, the customer who buys the thing gets what he wants, it's exactly what he expects or better, and never has a problem, never contacts customer service. In fact, another thing I've talked about in many of these videos, I'll bring up again just to be complete here, this customer satisfaction survey, I am not filling that out. If you send that to me and I'm your customer, I am never, ever, ever going to fill out that survey. Why? Because it has nothing to do with me. I don't care about it. I'm not going to spend a minute of my time going, how satisfied am I? I'm like a 3 out of 7 of satisfaction. No, I have better things to do with my time. You're going to get the least happy and the most happy people, and the most bored, or the people who do what they're told, are the ones who are going to fill out that survey. For the most part, your best customers, in my experience, are doing real things in their lives. They're making money, they're living their lives, they're having kids, they're traveling the world, they're doing all sorts of things, and an email from you saying, hey, can you rate your customer satisfaction and likeliness of retention on a scale of 3 to 7? I am never going to do that. And neither are your best and most satisfied customers. Their customer satisfaction can, of course, be measured by continuation of service, by repeat purchases, by renewals, whatever it is you're selling, however that works. But what are ways that complaints can lead to better customer retention? Well, complaints are a signal. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go fix the thing that the person is complaining about in that particular case. It's a signal in the fact that if you're getting a lot of complaints, not just regular questions, regular requests, things like that, although I would lump more of those into the category of complaint than most people. But if you're getting a lot of complaints, it's a sign that you're doing things wrong, or that you're neglecting to do things right, certain things, important things, in your business. If a lot of customers are complaining, that's a sign that you're missing things prior to that step. And it's not necessarily the thing that the guy's complaining about. For example, many subscription services have a renewal at the end of subscription term. Automatic process, keep your subscription going. You agree to this when you sign up. It's standard procedure. But there are people out there who complain when they get their renewal. Nobody told me about this. I'm outraged. How dare you renew this thing? This is a complaint. The solution is not to go in and cancel automatic renewals. Then you're going to get complaints from people who said, hey, I'm paying for this thing. It ended and you didn't renew it. I wanted access to my thing. The solution to that is not a simple change the thing that the guy is complaining about. But if a lot of people are complaining about that, that's in this particular case especially, it's harmful to your customer retention, and you need to think of a more intelligent way to handle that. Just simply canceling everybody's renewals is not the way to do that, of course. But that's what a lot of people will do, because they just jump to the first instinctual complaint. I must fix complaint. Some people are going to complain. Some people just like to complain. Some people are just not good customers, or people you shouldn't have in your business in the first place. And other people are complaining for a legitimate reason, but the real fix to their complaint is not the obvious one, as we just discussed in that example. So, long story short, the way that complaints can lead to better customer retention is maybe identifying the particular problems that people have, the particular issues that are taking away from customer retention. But a lot of complaints will alert you to the fact that there are issues, that there are problems, that people are, if they're complaining, they're not likely to continue buying the thing, unless they're just crazy or something. So getting a lot of complaints is a warning sign that things could be wrong somewhere else in your process, and it can alert you to go back through that, think things out, figure out what you need to be doing differently, and from there increase customer satisfaction, which generally has the effect of increasing customer retention as well. There are other things you can do for customer retention, things that are completely not related to any sort of complaints, things you can do even when you're already doing everything right. That's not really the subject of this video. I've talked about this before in other videos. I've written about this before on Quora in response to questions, or on the website 8020service.com, so you can find that there. I'm not going to go into it in this video. This is getting long enough. As usual, those of you who've been watching these videos before, I do one of these videos every weekday on a customer service question. I have been taking them from Quora, but I also am open to questions on YouTube. I'm posting these videos both places. So if you have a question, ask me on Quora, ask me on YouTube. I may use it in a future video. If it's on Quora, I may do a written answer because I do regular written customer service answers on Quora as well. It may inspire a post on the website, 8020service.com, or a daily email. Again, you can get on the list at 8020service.com, like the 80/20 principle. Otherwise, if you like this video, like, thumbs up, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. I'll be back tomorrow with another video.